The Thalapathy show whistle photo roars in Vellore. Vijay eyes Stalin's bastion. Vijay versus Stalin. DMK is equal to bribery and corruption. Those are the charges that are being made. Also on the show this evening at Super 6, we'll be telling you about why the Chief Minister of Meghalaya believes that racism against people across the country as far as northeastern India is concerned, that should stop. Northeasterns getting targeted is something that can't be tolerated anymore. That exclusive conversation also coming up. Conrad Sangma live and exclusive with India Today television in just a bit from now. I'm Sneha Moldani and let's begin this edition. And more news as far as the controversy over the Kerala story 2 is concerned. Education Mantri V. Sivakutti has taken a jibe with the Kerala story 2 movie with a Facebook post, and he's written, I quote, "When you guys eat cow dung, those in Kerala will eat beef, chicken, mutton, whatever they like." This was posted 4 days ago. V. Sivanakutti's Facebook posts are mostly meme type. This is a common troll used against the BJP in Kerala. Shibi is with us. Shibi, of course, the government officially actually has spoken about the fact that this movie is propaganda, and this jibe really is an extension of that argument, isn't it?
Well, exactly. In fact, we have seen all the ministers in the Kerala government coming out and hitting out against the film, saying that it is a propaganda. And V. Shivangutti, the education minister's Facebook posts are known to be more like trolls and memes. Whenever there is a controversial incident in Kerala regarding regarding his opposition political parties, we see him taking these jibes, and this was also one of it. Where he directly attacks the BJP, saying that if you guys are eating this, then we will go on to eat people in Kerala, whoever they like. If they want to eat this beef, mutton, chicken, whatever, let them go and eat it. That's what we will do, is what he says. Like you pointed out, the Kerala government's reactions have come in very strongly against the film, because right after the trailer of the second part released, the Kerala social media space was taken over by trolls and memes because of that one scene which showed a woman being force-fed beef. So that's something the BJP leadership in Kerala also do not agree with. We have seen the responses coming from the BJP leaders in Kerala saying that it's a film, it has nothing to do with the BJP, and we don't think that anybody is forced to eat anything in Kerala. They can eat whatever they want, is what the BJP has also said. Interestingly, Rajiv Chandrasekhar, the state president, has also gone on to say that he will not watch the film because it's a film and he has no interest in it, is what he has said.
Okay.
So, but the freedom of expression of a filmmaker should be respected, and let that film be released, and whoever wants to watch it, let them watch it. That's the stand of the BJP.
All right, I'm going to leave it there for the moment. Shibi getting in those details and putting that statement into perspective. From Kerala to Tamil Nadu, a show of strength, a volley of attacks. Tamil Nadu's political battlefield is on fire as actor turned politician Vijay stormed Vellore, taking on Chief Minister M.K. Stalin head on and setting his sights on North Chennai. The 2026 battle is officially underway. Here's more.
இந்த விஜயும் மக்களும் ரத்தமும் சதையும் மாறி உடலும் உயிரும் மாறி ஒன்னிலிருந்து ஒண்ண பிரிக்கவே முடியாது. Yes.
A high voltage rally in Vellore and an even sharper attack on the ruling DMK and Chief Minister M.K. Stalin by TVK Chief Vijay. Tamil Nadu's political battlefield is heating up. The battle lines are clearly drawn, the rhetoric intensifying. As Vijay arrived in Vellore, massive crowds swarmed his vehicle.
Look at the crowd that is happening. This is where police are supposed to intervene and clear the road, but we are not seeing any kind of police over here. Vijay is over there, and only one policeman is here who is trying to stop the crowd, but that's not going to work because there are hundreds of people who are at this spot while they are trying to wave to Vijay. And there's another policeman over there who's trying to stop them, but the crowd is extremely overwhelming, and here they are trying to say how they just want to see Vijay.
The actor turned politician fired his fiercest salvo yet at the ruling DMK, warning it not to underestimate the TVK. Targeting Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, Vijay accused the Chief Minister of making false promises to the people of Tamil Nadu.
உண்மையிலே இந்த எலெக்ஷன் எதுக்கான எலெக்ஷன் சொல்லட்டுமா? தமிழ்நாட்டு மக்களுக்கும் ஊழலுக்கும் நடக்கிற போர், தமிழ்நாட்டு மக்களுக்கும் லஞ்சத்துக்கும் நடக்கிற போர், தமிழ்நாட்டு மக்களுக்கும் இந்த நிர்வாகத்தை சரியா செய்யாத இந்த திமுக அரசுக்கும் நடக்கிற போர், அதாவது தமிழ்நாட்டு மக்களுக்கும் உங்க ஆட்சிக்கும் நடக்கிற போர், தமிழ்நாட்டு மக்களுக்கும் ஸ்டாலின் சாருக்கும் நடக்கிற போர். இன்னும் சுருக்கமா சொல்லணும்னா விஜய்க்கும் ஸ்டாலின் சாருக்கும் நடக்கிற போர்.
Escalating his offensive, Vijay questioned why he was blamed for the Karur tragedy and alleged that TVK's political events are being deliberately blocked.
அப்படி நாங்கெல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு நண்பர்கள்னா அப்புறம் ஏன் சார் கரூர் விஷயத்துல ஏன் மேல பழி தூக்கி போட்டீங்க? உங்களுக்கு மனசாட்சின்னு ஒண்ணு இருந்தா அப்படி பேசிருப்பீங்களா? அப்படி நாங்கெல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு நண்பர்கள்னா ஒரு ஈவெண்ட், ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷன் நடத்துறதுக்கு ஒரு இடமோ ஒரு பர்மிஷனோ ஏன் கொடுக்க மாட்டேன்றீங்க?
He also dismissed speculation of aligning with the BJP or the AIA DMK, saying the people of Tamil Nadu know the real face of the BJP.
இதுக்கு நடுவுல இந்த என்டிஏ டெல்லி இதெல்லாம் என்ன லாஜிக்னே புரிய மாட்டேங்குது சார். தமிழ்நாடு தான் விஜய், இந்த விஜய் தான் தமிழ்நாடு. தூய சக்தி டிவிகேவுக்கும் தீய சக்தி டிஎம்கேவுக்கும் தான் இந்த போர்.
The political stakes have just risen. The TVK has once again hinted that Vijay could contest from North Chennai.
எங்க அண்ணன் நம்மளுடைய தலைவர் பெரம்பூர் தொகுதியில் நிக்கணும். அந்த மாதிரி வட சென்னையில் எனக்கு தெரியும் அவர் மைண்டு வட சென்னையில் எங்கேயோ ஒரு இடத்துல இருக்கும். ஏன்னா இந்த 50-60 வருஷமா இந்த வட சென்னையை ஒதுக்கி 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 இந்த திமுக செய்த சூழ்ச்சியை தூக்கி எறியக்கூடிய ஒரே தலைவர் நம்ம மட்டும்தான்.
With North Chennai in his sights, Vijay's politics is shifting from symbolism to direct confrontation. The 2026 battle for Tamil Nadu has well and truly begun. With Pramod Madhav in Vellore, Bureau Report, India Today.
உங்க விஜய் நான் வரேன்.
All right, so that was the rally that everybody was actually keeping a very close eye on. Remember, it comes at a time when this obviously is the bastion of the DMK, of MK Stalin. And of course, just in a few days from now, the dates for the elections would be announced. The battle for the state clearly heating up here. Salem Dharanidharan of the DMK is with us, and we'll soon be joined by Sathya Kumar of the TVK as well. But to you first, Mr. Dharanidharan, I want to begin by asking you, how does the DMK really look at this rally that was organized by the TVK, by Vijay today, where he's in fact launched a scathing attack against the DMK, against the Chief Minister? Also, to tell our viewers, Sathya Kumar has joined the debate. Thank you both for your time. That was for you, Mr. Dharanidharan. Right. Okay, in fact, we will be going across to Dharanidharan in a moment from now. I'm going to go straight across to Sathya Kumar for the moment. He is, of course, from the TVK. Sathya Kumar, please do tell us the very fact that this is a rally that was organized by the TVK. Vijay was there. Yes, we've seen huge crowds at the rally, but many say that at the end of the day, this is, star power. That's what everybody in the state is now saying, as far as other political parties in the election fray are concerned, that this may not necessarily transform into votes. This is just star power, and that's the reason why people are curious to see what Vijay is offering.
Sneha, this is not a star power. This is a statesman's power. That's a statement I would like to make. My leader, Thalapathy Vijay, is resonating the voice of people today. If you see at Vellore, he spoke what is the basic problem of Tamil Nadu. Today, the DMK is called the evil force by my leader for only reason, the amount of corruption as notified by Mr. Palanivel Tyagarajan in one of the audio files earlier through audio, which got leaked. He said 30,000 crore per year. You take about 5 years, it's minimum 1,80,000 crore. The total debt of Tamil Nadu is about 10 lakh crores. So that means Tamil Nadu is borrowing to actually do corruption. And every ration card is today with 2.5 crore debt. That's a kind of corruption going on in Tamil Nadu. And here is my leader trying to come to every location like Salem, Vellore, and in almost all locations, in spite of the constraints created by the ruling government through the SOP. It is actually an attack against the free and fair election, not allowing my leader to come and campaign. It is against free campaign regulations notified by the United Nations. So we have to understand, with all this constraint, my leader is coming out to speak on behalf of the people, their problem, their basic issues, and notifying and bringing awareness.
Okay.
In fact, we all should be thankful. That is the reason I told you, he is not it is not star power, it's statesman power.
Okay.
My Thalapathy Vijay is a statesman.
Statesman power. All right, says the TVK. I'm going to now welcome Dharanidharan as well from the DMK. Thank you for your time. If you heard a part of what was said by the TVK spokesperson, Mr. Sathya Kumar, says this is statesman power. My question to him was that because of the crowds, can we now then see this as star power, which may or may not necessarily transform into votes? How do you respond, Dharanidharan?
If the elections are going to be decided on the crowd, then we need not have election only. Based on the crowd, we can decide which party has support of the people. We have seen it with Chiranjeevi, we have seen it with many other actors. People come to see the actor. There's a craze for the actor in Vijay, they come, but that does not mean that it will translate to votes. For people, vote for people who can give them administration and governance, right? So that doesn't mean only on the face of one leader. It also goes down to the MLA candidates, goes down to the Undriya Sailala, that is the zonal secretaries, goes down to the booth level workers. So because these are the people who are going to be in the ground to help the people. And I think Sathya Kumar also spoke about SOP and permission not being given. I'll ask you a question. In Tamil Nadu, last 50 years, you tell me, there has been DMK, there has been ADMK, there has been BJP, there has been NTK. In which parties in their conference has Stampede ever happened and people died?
Okay.
You may give hundreds of reasons.
Yeah, let me interrupt.
On why
Yes.
a Stampede happened.
No,
No,
one
let
moment,
me speak.
please. Let him make his point. I'll come to you, Mr. Sathya Kumar. I'll let you respond to that point on the Stampede that he's
That
doing.
is because the TVK as an organization does, or rather as a political party,
Okay, we'll just in fact connect with Mr. Dharanidharan in a moment from now. Seems to be some problem with that line, but you were in fact responding, Mr. Sathya Kumar, the fact that the DMK says that where have you seen these, people die in stampedes in political rallies of this kind? What's your response?
Sneha, if you see, in Tamil Nadu, there was an air show conducted in Marina. 5 people died. There was a casualty. At that point of time, for even public meetings, they did not have a SOP. My leader, Thalapathy Vijay, TVK went to the court, asked for the SOP much ahead in June 2025 itself. In September 18, 2025, Madras High Court gave a direction to the DGP to provide SOP. But DMK government never gave the SOP until January. You tell me here, my leader is considering prevention is better than cure.
Okay.
And he has approached the court much earlier. Now he is coming and saying, where is the, in last 50 years, talking about the history of 50 years, I'm talking about in the last 1.5 years, what this DMK government has done.
Okay, Dharanidharan, please respond. When an SOP could have been set up by your government, Sathya Kumar argues that you didn't do it. So his leader, Vijay here, had said that there's prevention that we can do. This wasn't something that was deliberate, and he clearly isn't to be blamed for the stampede at Karur. How do you respond?
that itself shows that he does not have the qualities to be a leader. If you have to be a leader, you have to take responsibility. The first quality any leader should have to take responsibility. Yes, my party has made some mistakes. Whatever, he can also blame my party. That's fine. That's politics. But he should also firstly taken the blame, saying, okay, we don't have a grassroots structure. That is why it happened. Next time we will change. No. Then the next meeting happened. Then again, there was one death. But even before the Karur stampede, even in the Madurai meeting and other meetings, there are at least four people who have been killed because of poor planning. So the warning signs is already there. They chose to ignore it. Even in Karur stampede, the police had given a list of instruction to be followed, right? Which was not followed at all. Vijay, instead of coming at probably at 9 o'clock, came at 2 o'clock. Instead of going at 1 o'clock, he went to the other place at 6 o'clock. and people were waiting for him for 12 hours. That's why the dehydration happened, and then Stampede happened. And similarly in Salem, I'll tell you, he kept the meeting from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock. It's nearing summer now. Which political party on this planet rather would keep when the sun is going to hit 35 degrees, 36 degrees? Even BJP, ADMK keep the meeting after 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. You can see even Prime Minister rallies. I'm not even speaking for DMK. You look at other parties, all they keep at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. Have you ever heard, you've been covering politics, 12 to 3, has ever meeting been kept in a state like Tamil Nadu
quick
or in
response to
Rajasthan,
that.
12 o'clock
And
to 3
then we
o'clock
will
is meeting
move on.
times?
We'll move on. Yes, Sathya
That's
Kumar,
the
tell
time,
me.
that's the standard time getting approved by the Tamil Nadu government. Tamil Nadu government provides approval only from 12 to 3. That means it is the evil force DMK which is trying to provide time from 12 to 3.
Is
12
it?
to 3.
Okay.
It's a
Dharanidharan,
state's power.
it's the time that
It's
has
a
been
state's
given by
power.
the government. Permission rally comes in after the government gives the go-ahead. Dharanidharan.
Can he take the
I'll tell you the
responsibility
reason.
for all the meetings in
Whatever
Tamil
time,
Nadu? And by the
whatever
way,
timing we gave, anyways,
Sathya
this
Kumar,
gentleman.
please let him make a
No, see, I have
point,
to
then
speak
I'll
now.
come
You
back
can't
to
interrupt
you.
me.
Yes, Dharanidharan, go ahead.
See, whatever timing that we give, anyways, comes 2-3 hours late. In Karur also, he wanted to come at 9 o'clock, he went at 1 o'clock, and then further at 5 o'clock.
That argument
So
falls
that,
then,
and
no,
that's first of all,
Dharanidharan, that, he
that's first
chose
dead.
that timing deliberately. You did say that.
I am no. You're putting words in my mouth. I'm not saying we said that.
What did you say
He asked
then?
for the specific timing. We asked for the specific timing simply because Salem Airport cannot operate after 4:35 because that does not have night landing facilities or night departure facilities. He didn't want to go by road to Coimbatore and take a flight. That's all. That's the only
quick
reason
response.
why the time was from 12 to 3. Other meetings have happened in the evening.
Sneha, it is just not one meeting. Wherever we seek permission. Yesterday, I was in a policy briefing meeting in one of the constituencies in Tamil Nadu. There, the state has actually dug pathholes there. So they are not allowing us to conduct the program. It is just not the program of the leader. For all the programs of the TVK, they give restrictions and they don't want us to campaign. So it is an attack on the free and fair election, which election commission has to note.
I also want to begin by, I also want to ask you, at the end of the day, Dharanidharan, like a lot of people would say, and is that something that bothers the DMK as well in the state of Tamil Nadu, that, first-time voters would want to go with Vijay, fresh set of ideas. At the end of the day, he's offering change, which may be, some sort of a refreshing change or refreshing idea for the youngsters, particularly first-time voters. Does that perturb the DMK a little?
How do you know who's going to vote for whom without the elections? Well, people can say whatever they want. Each party will say we're going to get 200 seats. But only the elections will tell. And my party has proved, or rather my leader, 2019 clean sweep, 2021 majority victory, 2022 municipal election, big victory, 2024 clean sweep. So which means we are on the way to win the second term. TVK is a new party. See, Vijay does not come out of his house at all. On most issues, he doesn't reply. Once in a while, he comes and give issue statements. On once in a month, he comes and speaks to the public. If you ask why, he says the government doesn't give permission. There's a new reason that they're giving for, because last 1 year, people are saying, why is this night not coming? Similarly, after Karur, the only reason they kept giving was, it's because of the DMK government. Political rallies are organized by political parties. First, take the blame. Secondly, they wanted CBI investigation. Now CBI is calling them to Delhi and investigating them. As of now, there's been no blame that's been put on the state government. So which means they themselves are confused. Right, so they themselves wanted to absolve themselves of blame and ask for CBI, and now because CBI has come, CBI has seen all these things the state government has done, there's nothing wrong, and now that's why they're investigating the TVK.
Sathya Kumar, respond.
Now the other blame, now he doesn't come out of the house, so he's saying we are not giving permission. How can we stop anybody? Right, he can call press and talk. I'll tell you one thing, just 20 seconds. Your channel, India Today, did a conclave. My chief minister was there, deputy chief minister was there. Similarly, Edapadi Palaniswamy was there. Vijay could have gone to Leela hotel where the conclave happened. Today, there is CNN News 18 conclave. He could have gone to ITC. He could have also taken questions. He could handpick students from IIT Madras, Anna University, and make them ask questions and speak. In his house, he can call 20 students and say, he is not even allowing for one-to-one interviews with media channels.
Okay, you're giving ideas here to the TVK on how to make an outreach.
I have been giving these ideas for the last 2 months. They're not listening. He wouldn't meet. I'm very confident. It's not that he does not know. I'm not saying rocket science. I'm not saying how rocket has to be built. I'm only saying these are basics. After the budget budget, he could have met the CIA people and then spoken to them. No, because he's not confident. He
Not
does not know what he
confident?
stands for. That is
Satya
why.
Kumar,
That
is
is why he
that the
does not
reason
need
why
people
he's
are putting
not
the
giving
blame on us.
interviews, not confident of meeting people,
my
no one-on-one?
My leader is communicating directly to the people.
Okay.
And he is grooming leaders like us.
Okay.
And he has allocated departments who has to speak what, and we are speaking to the people and to the media. Accordingly, my leader is grooming leaders in his system, in his party, and accordingly, what we have to understand is in this election is TVK versus DMK. DMK is damn afraid of TVK today because we are going to capture power in 2026.
Capture power, or the other big question I want to
can I
ask
come
you,
in
and that's going to
quickly?
be my last question, Dharanidharan. Let me just put that question on whether there is going to be an indirect benefit to the AIDMK and to the BJP, to the NDA, if at all Vijay were to take away at least a vote percentage or even seats perhaps. Who would be at an advantage? Would the DMK be at a big disadvantage? Would the NDA eventually benefit if at all there is a strong performance by the TVK? Dharanidharan?
This election is not about who's going to be the chief minister. You take any survey or poll the last 1 year or 24 hours, 24 months, my chief minister has an approval rating of more than 45% to 46%, any survey that you may take. But what is pertinent to note is that it's number 2, number 3 is at 20%, 24% or 15%. So this election is not about who's going to be the chief minister. That is fixed in the minds of the Tamil Nadu people. Who's going to be the opposition? Is it going to be ADMK, BJP combined, or is it going to be TVK? It is the election. I am saying my vote percentage will remain at least at more than 45%. And then the remaining who's going to get 25%, 27% will become the opposition. That is this election about. So there is no reason why I should be afraid. So I will also make one quick rebuttal before we end this. I want to say Vijay says he is the candidate for all the 23 constituencies. Then I'm asking why Vijay is not coming. They're saying he's grooming leaders. If you're going to groom leaders, then say for Salem, Sathya is going to be the candidate. For E Road, ABC is going to be the candidate. Right? That is how it should work.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So you are saying I am the candidate. So every candidate you think it's Vijay and you vote.
Okay.
But you ask why Vijay is not taking question. Vijay will say
I'm going to let
leaders.
Satya Kumar respond to that. Yes, Satya Kumar. Please.
Every candidate is Vijay. Every candidate is Vijay. Every candidate is Vijay. Accordingly, his ideas, his ideology, TVK remains as an ideology which my leader preaches to every constituency.
Okay.
Accordingly, he is the face of the party. He is going to be the CM in 2026, where his face is going to be there for 234. That's the reason DMK is damn afraid.
All right.
Because they cannot show the face of Mr. Stalin, neither Mr. K. Nehru, who has been charged for 1,300 crore scam now, where he has sold the jobs to the people of Tamil Nadu.
Okay, it remains to be seen how this pans out. At least we're waiting for the election dates to be announced. And of course, the elections is going to be a high voltage election campaign. And we're seeing a glimpse of it already. We saw one in Vellore today as well. Thanking you, Sathya Kumar, and also Dharanidharan for joining in with your views on what could be really the prospects for your respective political parties. From Tamil Nadu to Karnataka now, the state, interestingly, is mulling some rules on mobile phone ban usage for children under 16. It's a ban that they're looking at. It's aimed at tackling addiction and protecting young minds from harmful content. A final decision on this is expected after consultations with the Education Department, with representatives of schools that have already given in some suggestions and have said that there should not be a complete ban. Here's more.
Karnataka may soon tighten controls on teenage mobile phone use. The state government is considering a mobile ban for children under 16, citing rising concerns over addiction, falling grades, and mental health risk. Feedback has been sought, but no final decision has been made. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has stressed that the move is aimed at safeguarding minors during their formative years.
ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನಾವು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಗಂಭೀರವಾಗಿ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈಗ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ವೈಸ್-ಚಾನ್ಸಲರ್ಗಳು ಇದ್ದೀರಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಈ ಡ್ರಗ್ಸು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಲಿಯಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಯುವಕರು ಬಲಿಯಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ
If implemented, Karnataka could be among the first Indian states to impose such restrictions. Parents have flagged misuse and many schools have already restricted mobile usage on campus.
No, we are there. See, lot of ಬೇರೆ countries ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. I can't disclose that what type of internal misuse ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಹಳ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒತ್ತಡ ಇದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ಬ್ಯಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಹಳ ಒತ್ತಡ ಇದೆ ಈ ವಿಚಾರಕ್ಕೆ, ಮಕ್ಕಳದ್ದು ಬಿಡಿ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಇದೆ. ಸದ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಸಮ್.
However, school management associations oppose a blanket ban, advocating for SOP-based regulation. Their memorandum to Chief Minister Siddaramaiah proposes a student internet pack for education-only access, Aadhaar-based age verification for gaming and social media, limits for children under 10 in public spaces, and stricter accountability for digital platforms.
On the other side, it should not be just banning, because it is already in place the regulations that schools should not entertain mobile phones to be bought in, and it has been strict guidelines. Actually, it is a lot of issues with respect to child's behavior. Parents are unable to control them. All these aspects has to be well defined, derived, and SOP should come out so that one can regulate this across Karnataka.
Globally, countries like France, Australia, Malaysia, and Denmark are tightening norms. At the AI summit, French President Emmanuel Macron backed stricter rules to protect young users online.
One of our G7 priorities will be as well children's protection against AI and digital abuse. You just mentioned it, Mr. Secretary General. There is no reason our children should be exposed online to what is legally forbidden in the real world. Our platforms, governments and regulators should be working together to make internet and social media a safe space. This is why in France we are embarking on a process to ban social networks for children.
Experts warn overuse can affect sleep, self-esteem, sets unrealistic beauty standards, and expose children to cyberbullying. But smartphones also have benefits, offering affordable access to education, bridging urban-rural divides, building digital literacy, enabling group projects, and even providing safety in emergencies. As the debate grows, all eyes are on Karnataka, balancing protection with empowerment, with the final decision still in the government's hands. Bureau Report, India Today.
And we have more news coming in at this point in time. Ranveer Singh has approached the Karnataka High Court, with the court refusing an urgent hearing. The Bollywood actor has approached the court to quash a legal case filed against him following his recent comments and imitation of Kantara Deva. The actor filed a petition before a bench arguing that his sincere praise for Rishabh Shetty's performance and the film's characterization has been unfairly given a criminal color. That's what he's told. In fact, at this point in time, the court. I'm going to get in Sagay Raj for more details in that story. Sagay, take us through the arguments. What is now being said by the defense?
So the police had already issued 2 notices to Ranveer Singh seeking a statement on the case which was been registered against him. And there were a couple of FIRs which have been registered where people have, especially the devotees of Deva, has alleged that it has hurt the sentiments of them, where he has acted like Deva in one of those Goa International Film Festival last year. And there were 2 notices which have been issued. The lawyer, the counsel of Ranveer Singh, have sought the judge for an urgent hearing of that particular case. The judge, who was furious, went on to question that why you need to hear this case on a priority basis. What is the need of it? Just because he's a Bollywood actor, we cannot schedule the hearing post-lunch. So he has also questioned that since he's a Bollywood actor, should we also hear the case immediately if it is a Hollywood actor? So judge was furious. And the advocate went on to say that there are 2 notices which have been issued. That is the reason they are seeking for an urgent hearing. However, the court has adjourned and they have scheduled the hearing of Ranveer Singh's case for tomorrow.
Again, I'm going to leave it there for the moment. Getting in those details is Sagaraj, that controversy after Ranveer Singh had in fact imitated Kantara Daiva, and that had invited fair amount of flack and criticism. We're shifting focus now. Minor repair work in a rented flat in Delhi turned into a nightmare for 3 women, young women from Arunachal Pradesh, leaving them shaken and humiliated. That's the video on your screens at this point in time, which has gone viral. One of the students is preparing for the UPSC Civil Services exam, but their dreams were overshadowed and they were racially abused and intimidated by neighbors in South Delhi's Malviya Nagar. On the 20th of February, the women had simply called an electrician to install an air conditioner in their 4th floor flat. But during this, some debris fell on the floor. This led to an altercation, and we will be getting into the details of that in a moment from now. But this was a racist incident that was reported from the national capital. Now, someone who's been speaking about these attacks that we've seen against people from the northeastern part of the country very often is the Chief Minister of Meghalaya himself, Conrad Sangma, is now joining us. Thank you so much for your time. It's a pleasure having you. And you were actually, sir, one of the first few people, leaders, political leaders who spoke about this incident. We've seen yet another attack, a racist attack on 3 women. That video has gone viral and it shows us how they were abused for just no reason at all. In fact, what struck me was that even when she was abusing the 3 young women from Arunachal Pradesh and knew that she was being recorded, she didn't stop abusing them, which just shows how, how belligerent they are and how brazen really they are.
Absolutely correct. This is truly a very unfortunate incident that has happened. And to be very frank, it's not that majority people think like that. This is what I have always seen. But there are a small group of, individuals who have this mindset, which is very sad. Or, in all these kind of events, in situations or rather, and incidents like these, it just sends the very wrong signal to the rest of the nation. Here we are trying to ensure that we present ourselves as a united, nation, and a country that's moving forward, a country that respects everybody, and sees the whole aspect of diversity as a high, a big plus point for us. And incidents like these, small incidents that happen, minor incidents in the sense that they're not minor, in the sense that there's just 1 or 2 individuals who are doing this.
Yes.
And it just spoils the entire environment. And that's something that we really, condemn, I should say. And there has to be a lot of sensitization about this. People must talk about this. I talk to the people of the Northeast and tell them, look, you need to talk about this. And also people from the rest of the country also, that the more we talk and we create awareness, only then will we be able to overcome these kind of shortcomings that are there. And this, as I said, when I say minor, doesn't mean that it's a minor incident, it's a big incident.
Yes, it is.
But what I mean to say, a small incident in the sense just of, involving few people, but then it sends a very wrong signal to the rest of the country.
Of course,
so
of course.
Really condemnable.
Yes. Understood. But there is a pattern we've seen. Just a few days ago, in fact, we saw a young man lose his life, was beaten, and this is a racist attack against a young man just a few weeks ago, So what do you make of this pattern that we see? Like constantly people from the northeastern part of the country are identified and then told, you're different looking, you eat different, you wear different kinds of clothes, you aren't Indian. How does that really work?
The whole country is different. If you go from one part of the country to the other part, that is what makes India so special and great. It's because when you go to southern part, it's a different food habit, it's a different way you dress, attire, different language, different customs. So it's true for every section or every part of India. That's what makes India so great and amazing. And I think the people who have this mindset, as I said, a small section, are people who really create that kind of differences. Now, the problem is that when these kind of incidents happen, then you have the whole community and the whole, region, start thinking in a different way about people from northern India, and try to club everybody together in this. And this is really what worries me and concerns me, because I realize that it's not something that everybody, like people like you are there. So many other people have called me and said that, Conrad, please speak out, please say something. This is not correct. So therefore, it has to change. There has to be a combined effort of people speaking out, number one, and even people who are not from the Northeast should speak out in support. And number two, action should be taken as per law against people and individuals who are involved in such kind of derogatory remarks and racial
Absolutely.
kind of action that are taken. That action needs to be taken.
Action needs to be taken. To tell our viewers that there is an FIR against this couple. The lawyer goes and says the couple are distressed about the situation. Imagine if the couple who abused these young women are distressed, what the young women would be going through. I mean, at the end of the day, you leave your home, you come to a bigger city, you're trying to work things out for yourself, and then you get abused in this fashion. A change in mindset, Mr. Sangma, do you believe is really the need of the hour? We as a country are silent on racism, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. And thanks to channel like yours and others also who bring this issue out. So even the few minutes and the few seconds that you give for people like us and others who would express their concerns about situations like this, I think sends a very strong message to the country. So thank you also and to your channel for doing this. And as I said, like you, I hope others also will speak out and take this up, because as I said, it's a mindset. It's a very sad mindset, and it's definitely not a mindset that is going to take our nation forward.
I also want to ask you, at this point, what sort of action would you want the Delhi police to take against this couple? Like I said, they haven't been arrested. Of course, there's a case registered against them. But we have racism shadowing Indians from the Northeast all the time. A loud message has to go out to people who do this all the time, Mr. Sangma.
No, I totally agree with you. But as a person who believes in law and the justice of law, the action should be taken as per law. As I said, the strong message must go that these kind of things should not be tolerated and should not be done. But at the end of the day, there has to be some self-realization in people. As you said, it's a change in the mindset, which of course is impacted by the fact that there is a law to protect, and also by the fact that the awareness should be created. So we need to do both of the things in front. But I do hope and I do expect that police will take a very stern action as per law.
All right. I'm going to thank you, sir, for joining in. So you heard there from the Chief Minister of Meghalaya, actually one of the first few political leaders from the northeastern part of the country. He is the CM. He is the Chief Minister. He spoke out and said that this sort of bigotry, this sort of hate has to stop. And this is just so common. What's worrying is that it's not a one-off. There is clearly a pattern to all of this. Appreciate your time here. Mr. Conrad Sangma joining in and speaking with us.